All right, so what we're going to look at now is subtracting feet and inches, okay? Well, when we talk about subtracting feet and inches, what we first have to know is that 1 foot is going to equal 12 inches. And if you look at my ruler that I drew here, all right, if you have 12 total inches, it's going to equal 1 foot. So if you had 13 inches, that would actually equal 1 foot, because we have a 12 inches, and then 1 inch. All right, that's what the total is. Now, the reason why we're looking at this is because we might have a problem like 5 feet 2 inches minus 3 feet 10 inches. Now, before we look at this, we have to look at a little bit of an easier example first. So, let's say we had 32 minus 19. Now, when we do 32 minus 19, we know that the 9 is bigger than the 2. And the rule for subtraction is always going to be bottom number bigger, you're going to borrow. So you'd actually go over to the 3 here, and you'd cross it out, right? And you'd make it a 2. And what happens is you're actually going from this right here is going to be the 10's place value, and this is the 1's. So when you're coming back and bringing over, you're actually bringing over 110. And what you do is you add that to your original 2, and it gets you 12, because 10 plus 2 would get you 12. So now you're subtracting 12 minus 9. 12 minus 9 gets you 3, okay? And then 2 minus 1 would get me 1. So what I did was I brought over 110, and it gets me 1s. Now, how is that related to our first problem? How it's related is, here, we're going to put a line down here, and everything on this side, right, is feet, and everything on this side is inches. Now, that's important to know when we go from feet to inches, okay? Because again, 1 foot is going to equal 12 inches. So if you look at this problem here, what we have is we have 10 inches and we have 2 minus 10. Again, bottom number bigger, we have to borrow. When we borrow from the 5 and we cross this out and make it a 4, we're bringing over 1 foot. And remember, 1 foot is going to equal 12 inches. So that means that we're going to bring over 12 inches to here. Now, the easiest way to do this is to think I'm going to take 12 inches plus my original 2, and that's going to equal 14 inches. So now what we have is we're subtracting 14 inches instead of 2 inches. And 14 minus 10 would get me 4 inches. All right? And then I have 4 minus 3 would get me 1 foot. So my answer would be 1 foot and 4 inches. All right? So let's take a look at another example. All right, what I did was I kept the same little graph up here that shows you that everything on this side is feet and everything on this side is inches. And when we go from feet to inches, we're going to bring over 12 inches, right? Because 1 foot equals 12 inches. So again, we're doing 5 minus 8, okay? Bottom number is bigger. We have to borrow. We go up to the 7 here, and we're going to make it a 6, and we're bringing 1 foot over. So remember, that's going to be 12 inches. We're going to have to add that to our 5 inches we had before, and 12 plus 5 is going to get me 17 inches, and now I'm subtracting that from the 8, okay? So 8 minus 17, I'm sorry, 17 minus 8 is going to get me 9 inches, and then I go back to up here, and I have 6 minus 4, 2 feet, all right? Now, what I did was I got some examples for you to try. First one's going to be 8 feet, 3 inches minus 4 feet, 4 inches. Number 2 is going to be 12 feet, 8 inches minus 9 feet, 10 inches. Our next one, 22 feet, 2 inches minus 19 feet, 8 inches. And 30 feet, 4 inches minus 22 feet, 9 inches. And what I did here is, you can notice that I did IN for inches and FT for feet instead of writing it all out. Okay, so you can pause the video now, and you can try these examples, and I'm going to come back and solve them for us. All right? Good luck. All right, let's see how we did. First we have 3 inches minus 4 inches. I can't do that. Bottom number is bigger. We're going to borrow. We're going to make this 7 feet. Again, we're bringing over 12 inches, and we're adding that to our original 3, all right? 12 plus 3 is going to get me 15 inches. And I'm doing 15 now minus 4. 15 minus 4 is going to be 11 inches. And 7 feet minus 4 feet is going to give me 3 feet. Number 2, I have 8 minus 10. Bottom number is bigger. I have to borrow. Cross that out, right? I'm borrowing. That's going to be 11. Again, I'm bringing over 12 inches. So I have 12 inches plus my original 8 inches, which is going to get me a total of 20 inches. And I'm going to subtract that from 10. 20 minus 10 is going to get me 10 inches. And then my 11 minus 9 is going to get me 2 feet. All right? Number 3. I have 2 minus 8. Bottom number is bigger. I have to borrow. This is going to become 21 feet. All right? I'm bringing over 12 inches. I'm adding my original 2. It's going to get me 14 inches minus 8 inches. 14 minus 8 is going to get me 6. All right? And then I have 21 minus 19 gets me 2 feet and 6 inches is my answer for number 3. And our last example here is going to be, let's see, I'm going to start with 9 or 4 minus 9. I can't do that. Bottom number is bigger. I have to borrow. I'm going to turn this into 29. All right? Again, I'm bringing over 12 inches. So I have 12 inches plus 4 inches equals 16 total inches. I'm not subtracting the 4 anymore. I'm doing 16 minus 9, which gives me 7 inches. And then 29 minus 22, actually the 9 minus 2 would get me 7, and it would be 7 feet, 7 inches. And that's it. That is subtracting feet and inches.